Good morning, and here is today's Substack and some poetry. This one is called The Silence of Presence. The silence within you is not emptiness, it is the doorway to eternity. Be still and know that I am. At the core of our human experience, beneath thought and emotion, beneath the movement of time and the stories of becoming, there is a silence. Not the silence of suppression, nor the absence of sound, but a living stillness, awake, infinite, immeasurable. This silence is not something we achieve. It is not a state to manufacture or a goal to strive toward. It is the ever-present ground upon which all striving unfolds. It is the essence of consciousness itself, that which quietly witnesses the play of life, the arising and dissolving of every experience, every joy and sorrow, every birth and death. Most of the time, we live at the surface of ourselves. The mind is busy narrating, analysing, controlling, anticipating. We become so accustomed to the noise of thought that we forget what rests beneath it. But even as the mind chatters, this silence is never lost. It remains untouched, undisturbed, the unbroken background to all experience. To meet this silence is to come home. It requires no technique, only a gentle willingness to stop running, to stop turning away from the immediacy of this moment. When attention relaxes into being, the doorway opens naturally. The restlessness of the mind begins to soften. The weight of the past, the anticipation of the future, they loosen their grip. And what remains is simple, wordless peace. This peace is not dependent on any circumstances. It doesn't arrive when life is perfect, nor disappear when pain comes. It is deeper than emotion, deeper than understanding. It is the peace that has always been here, the silent presence that you are. To rest in this silence is to touch eternity. For in silence, the illusion of separation dissolves. The boundaries between self and world blur, and life reveals itself as one undivided whole. This is the doorway through which eternity enters time, through which the timeless touches form. It is not an escape from life, but the essence of life itself. You can discover this silence anywhere. In the pause between breaths, in the quiet after laughter, in the stillness between thoughts. Even amidst activity, this presence remains. It does not demand withdrawal from the world, only a softening into what is already here. When we live from this silence, something subtle but profound changes. We respond rather than react. We listen more deeply. We move with greater care. Our words carry the fragrance of stillness, and our actions begin to reflect the peace we have found within. The silence of presence is not far away. It is here, closer than thought, closer than breath. It is the eternal resting at the heart of all movement, the infinite within the finite. To know it is to be free, even in the midst of all that changes. And now a few poems. If we could but see it, we would surely recognize the light that pours through us. Yet we miss it and become lost in the darkness. Only the rare traveller looks deep into the mist and makes that discovery. There are galaxies in your heart, stardust in your mind. You are the universe itself, condensed into form. You have arrived as a miracle from the great unknown, for a brief moment to experience life with all its myriad joys and tragedies. How can you not love? When you let go of trying to control everything, a door opens into a vast new realm, and you are invited to trust life, not fear it. The real question for the seeker is not how to escape the human condition, but how to love it without being imprisoned by it. This is called the homecoming. Only the deepest acceptance of yourself, exactly as you are, will draw you close to home. Throw away doubt and all these exclusions. Cast off the heavy coat of guilt or shame. The voices of those who berated you are long gone. Leave them where they are. There is no one here to haunt you. There comes a time when the only choice left is the deepest acceptance of yourself exactly as you are. What a beautiful homecoming. The deeper you go within, the more of the world you leave behind, until you arrive at the infinite. And only when you have entered the body completely can you say, there is no body. And the last one, which speaks to the reading a few minutes ago, this is called the silence of presence. Beneath the noise, beneath the movement of mind, a stillness waits, ever present, always available. It does not speak, yet everything is spoken through it. It does not move, yet all things move within it. This silence is not absence, but the fullness before sound, the breath before birth, the peace that outlives every storm. When the mind grows quiet, it reveals itself, not as something found, but as what has never been lost. Here, the weight of time falls away. The past loosens its grip. The future stops calling. And what remains is this: a vast, unbroken presence in which everything is already resolved. Thanks for watching.